Hello, this is the demo of how to apply for the facilities management RFQ that is posted. Once you go on our website, www.cscbroward.org, please scroll down to the section where it says Facilities Management Services Request for Qualifications. Once you click on this hyperlink, you will be taken to a page that has more details about this RFQ. The submission for this RFQ is to be done through the CAPS system. The link to CAPS is posted right here. If you click on CAPS, again, you'll be landed on a different page where it tells you what the start date and the end date of the RFQ is. Once you click on the RFQ Facilities Management Services, you'll land on a page which gives you a brief description of the RFQ that is posted. You are able to see the date it started, the due date, the time remaining, a link to start an application, the timeline for all the events that are associated with this RFQ, and all the documents, including the main RFQ document attached under the Resources tab. Please keep in mind that you will be asked to sign in to view any of these documents or to start a new application. So we'll go in and start a new application. Once you click on Start a New Application, if you're an existing user, please put in your email and password. But if you're new to the system, you can sign up by putting your information under the New User tab. We're going to use a test user called Applications1 and log in. You may be asked to change your password. If you're asked, please do so. And once you bypass that, you'll land on a page where it's asking you to complete your contact information. The address field is mandatory, and you will highlight whether you're an individual or an agency. There's a database of all the organizations that are in our system. If your organization is not listed, please click on the organization not listed, and the system will ask you to put in your EIN number, which is connected to Sunbiz, and your organization will automatically populate in the system. For your reference, please name this application whatever you would like to use it for your reference, as mentioned before. If you want to add more users to the application, you can add those through here. It will ask you to provide their first name, last name, and email, and notify the person that you've added that they've been added to the application as an authorized user. Once you click on this, please click on Proceed. Your application now has been created. So on the right-hand side, under the Sections tab, the system highlights all the sections that need to be completed for this application, along with the deadline that is posted in association with the RFQ. You will land on the first section by default. To edit this section, just click on Modify and attach the forms that are requested in this section. I'm going to go ahead and attach a test file to the first section, or the first question, and I'm going to do the same for all. But please keep in mind that you're attaching the correct forms that are requested from this application. If you wish to attach more than one file, you have the ability to do so as well. Once you have completed working with a particular section, you can either save it for later or save and submit it. For now, we will save and submit it. We also want to highlight that if you save and submit the section prior to the deadline date and you find that you need any modifications to be made, you have the ability to still make modifications up until the final deadline of that particular section. Moving on, we will go to the next section, which is prior relevant experience. This is a Q&A. The alignment of these questions in here is a little off because we're working in the development website. When you're in the live website, which is where you're going to apply, the alignment would be from left to right. Any box that is highlighted here reflects an answer is required for this section. The bold area on top is an introduction to the section, and then the next are the specific question. You have the ability to type your text in here or copy paste your text. But the format for these three boxes is plain text. Again, you can either save the section or save and submit it right now. You will notice for the sections that you have submitted, they have turned into green check marks. And for the sections that are pending, the red X's are still highlighted. Moving on to the next section. This is a one question section, and you have a rich text box here to copy paste your submission answer. You have the ability to format your text in this box. We also want to highlight that once you've submitted, as mentioned previously, you again have the ability to modify it up until the final deadline. So if I made an error in the previous section, I can go back in and modify my response. And resubmit it. Moving on to the scope of work. This section has 10 questions. The bold text on the top is an introduction, and all the other text boxes are plain text where either you can copy paste or type in your response. Moving on to the last section, the cost schedule. Same thing, one question section, and we'll go ahead and submit it. Once you have completed all the sections of the application, you will see a final submit application to CSC green button on the top. You will need to click on it to submit your final application. And you will receive a notice that says that your application has been submitted. We want to highlight that if you're in the middle of an application and you log out of the system and you log back in the next time, for you to find your application, you can enter through the link that was provided. And once you go on the main dashboard, please click on CAPS, which is Contract Administration and Procurement System. When you are on this page, click on Available Proposals, and this will highlight all the applications/proposals that you are currently working on. So in this case, as a test applicant, I have 2 that are in the status submitted. Had I not submitted the facilities management RFQ, the status would have said in progress, and you would have to double click on it to enter the application and continue working in there.